Hey, my geometry peeps. So I know last time we talked, we were working with the unit circle and we were working with a few different types of triangles. Now, some of you did not get to do our activity with the triangle cutting out and the paper plates and all those good things. So I wanted to make sure that I gave time for us to go over that and make sure that you have all had a chance to do this activity. Now, one thing that I want to start off with, though, is going over our different types of triangles again. So let's start off with the 45, 45, 90. Now, we said when our hypotenuse is 1, we can find these two sides using the Pythagorean theorem because they should be the same size because their angles are the same. The sides of those triangles would be the same. Now, I'm not going to go through that process. We've talked through that a couple of times, so if you need to see that, you can look back at our earlier notes. But the measure of these sides would be square root of 2 over 2. So that would be our 45-45 right triangle ratio. These are our special ratios. Remember, we have these so that we can find the measure of any leg of any special right triangle. So that was our 45-45. The next two, though, are our 30, 60, 90. And these ones come with a little bit of a problem because the last time we talked about them, our 30, 60, 90 triangle had a hypotenuse of 2. So now we have a hypotenuse of 1. Using our ratios that we know, we said that our regular triangle, let me just draw it out this way. If our hypotenuse was 2, this would be our 30-degree side. And this would be our 60 degree. We said opposite of the 30-degree angle is going to be equal to 1 when our hypotenuse is 2. Now, for our 60-degree side, that would be the square root of 3. And you can check that by, again, using the Pythagorean theorem to figure out any of those. Okay, now, that's not quite the same, though, as this here green triangle for our 30-60 that I have. To find what our measures would be for this one, we need to compare the side that we know. We know that our hypotenuse is 1 for this green triangle and 2 over here. Well, to go from 1 to 2, I multiplied by 2, or in other words, to go from my special ratios down to 1, I divided by 2. So I'm going to do that for the other sides as well. I know that this is going to be 1 divided by 2, which gives me 1/2. And this is going to be the square root of 3 divided by 2. Now we can do the exact same thing for this here blue triangle. Because it's the same thing, it's just laying on a different leg. So we know the side opposite of 60 degrees is going to be square root of 3 over 2. And that our short side, our 30-degree side, is going to be 1/2.